Show you shit that you might not know. Welcome, my friend, to the Bwit show. All right, hey y'all, welcome to the show. My name is JC, the hostess with the mostest. And today I'm going to be dropping a good gem for you guys today. We're going to walk through and show you how to set up your very own private cloud using Nextcloud server. Get that set up from scratch using Debian 10 Buster. Y'all stay tuned, stick with me. This is gonna be a good one. We're gonna drop today. All right, so first thing that you want to do is you want to, if you haven't, download, install whichever medium that you're using, whether it's a virtual machine, a hard machine, container. You want to download, install the latest version of Debian, which is Buster. It's version 10. Once you get that installed, you can kind of start and follow along with me here. So we're going to install Nextcloud. For those, if you don't know what Nextcloud is, I'm going to show you here. Let me get my screens together here. I'm going to show you what Nextcloud is. Nextcloud is a similar like Google Cloud, Dropbox, or O365. This is a drop-in alternative for those that want to secure your own data, host your own information. All right, so let me throw this up real quick. We'll go here. Okay, let me a second here. So for those that don't know what Nextcloud is, I'm going to show you here. All right, so this is Nextcloud. Self-hosted productivity platform that keeps you in control. So you actually set up your own cloud environment, and you can keep track of your own data. You can see here. Let me show you features here. You should have. Let's scroll down here. This is your Nextcloud hubs. Look here. Share and collaborate on documents and receive emails. Manage your calendar. Have video chats without data leaks. It's fully on-premise solution. Nextcloud Hub provides the benefit of online collaboration without the compliance and security risk. So this is what we're going to be installing. Look here. You can synchronize your files and data, and this actually they have a standalone desktop client. You can keep clients synchronized on your computer, and a mobile client as well. So that's what we're going to be installing today. All right, let me switch back over to my all right, so we're back. All right, so in this setup process, the first thing essentially that you want to do is you want to make sure let's go ahead and log in. You want to be logged in as root to do this. Okay, so we're logged in as root. We're going to step through and install Nextcloud. So basically, the first thing in our process, we want to install some prerequisite files, and okay, I got some of this already typed out in a text editor, so I don't have to kind of continuously type over and over. So if you're following along with me, you might want to pause, jot down these commands as we type them in. I will leave a link in the video where you can find all these commands to type in, and I actually show you. I put this all together into an installation script that'll help out as well. So, but I'll show you that at the end. Okay, so first thing we're going to start with some prerequisite stuff here. Okay. You want to hit yes. And this is basically a lot of Apache and PHP prerequisites. Okay. Some of the stuff may take a little time, some doesn't. Just bear with us. We'll step through this. How y'all doing, by the way? Y'all doing all right today? Yeah. You know, we all out here surviving this corona pandemic thing here. All right, so should be okay. There we go. So we got our first set of prerequisite stuff installed. We're gonna go to our next. This is some more some PHP prerequisites. You want to hit yes. Like I said, if you want to pause and take a look at what I'm typing in here, feel free to do that. So basically that first install, we did apt, we said apt-get, and we said install space, and we said Apache 2. You want to say Apache 2, and what was this? PHP. We got PHP .7. We say .2 on here, but I think let's see, and bzip 2. Okay. What do we do here? apt-get install Apache 2 zip. So I probably typed something in wrong, but let's go here and copy. That's why I like to copy and paste, because sometimes I do type stuff in wrong. Okay, apt-get space install space Apache 2 space PHP 7.2 and space bzip 2. Okay, so I already went through because I've installed that already. Okay, and our next prerequisite line, I'm going to just copy and paste this in here. You can see is what I got here. We got apt-get install as we did before, and this is lib Apache 2 mod PHP and some other PHP, GD, JSON, MySQL, curl, and vstring. So these are, like I said, these are some more PHP prerequisites. Hit enter. I did install these already, as you saw before. Okay, and we have another set. We're going to copy and paste in here. Still, we're using apt-get space install. And as you can see, we've got PHP ImageMagick, XML, PHP zip, and some other prerequisites for PHP. Hit enter on that. We'll say yes, we want to install that. All right, that's going to install what we need on there. Okay, our next line here, we have what we're going to do is we're going to enable 4-byte support. So this this kind of allows you to add emoticons and stuff like that to your emails and messages and things. So that'll be our next line here once this is done. Like I said, as I'm putting these commands in, go ahead and just pause the video so you can actually take a look and see what I'm typing in. So I'm going to copy and paste our next line. This is a pretty long line. Like I said, I'll put a link to these commands and the script that I'm running, line by line that I'm typing in here, or copying and pasting, I should say. I'll put this in the description link in the video below. Okay, so we're going to hit enter on this. It says no such file or directory is there, which is fine. Okay, which is fine. We can come back to that. So moving right along. Next here, we're going to set up our MySQL password for the root user. That's using, you're going to type in mysql space -u space root for the user, and then space -p. What that's going to do, that's going to prompt us to enter or set up a password for this root user for the database. So, and I forgot a step here. I'm sorry. Let's step back. I did forget. It's my fault. That's probably why that's aired out on me. My fault, folks. Okay, so gonna go here. I forgot to actually install. We have to install an actual database. So we're gonna apt get, and we're gonna do this Maria database server and PHP MySQL. So if you take a few minutes, pause the screen, you might jot that down if you want to, if you're following along. Okay, that's apt-get space install space Maria DB server and PHP MySQL. All right, we're going to hit enter, and yes, there we go. So, sorry, I'm getting ahead of my game. I probably should drag my screen over so I can see it a little bit better. We'll do that. Okay. So, don't forget, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit those thumbs up if you enjoy this video. If you enjoy this content I'm posting out here for you. Thumbs up from me, everybody. I appreciate y'all for joining and tuning in to the show today. All right, so now our database is installed. Now let's go back and try our 4-byte command. There we go. No errors there. So make sure your database is installed first before you do that. All right. So next on our list, we've got our database installed. We've enabled the 4-byte support. Now it's time for it to set our MySQL password. Okay. We're going to go back and MySQL space -u space root space -p, and that's going to prompt us. There we go. We're going to create a database password for the root user. Okay. Important thing is, so some of these accounts that we're going to be creating for the database, make sure you make note of the password and what they're for, because we will be using these at a later time. All right. So we've created our database password for the root user. So now it lets us enter into the database. Okay. I'm going to do these line by line. So first thing we want to do is we want to create the database for our Nextcloud install. And you're going to do that by, you're going to type in create space database, and you want to do that in all caps. I'm not sure if it does make a difference, but I kind of want to stick with the kind of the format. So you want to create space database and then the name of your database, which here we're going to be calling this Nextcloud. Okay, and you're going to hit a semicolon, hit the space bar. Okay, and all right, for the next entry, go ahead and hit enter. Let's drop in, put that creation in there. So you get back, lets us know that that did successfully go. It says query okay. So next thing in our creation of our database is we want to create our user. We want to create our user and the user password. So that we're going to create a user account and the password for the user account. Okay? Keep in mind, you want to create a user account and password. Make sure you make note of these, write them down, jot them down, save them somewhere, because we will be using these at a later time. Okay? So with that being said, we're going to keep moving forward. So you're going to put in, to create your database user for Nextcloud, you're going to type in create space user, hit the space. You're going to put in quotes the first part in single quotes, which is the username for your Nextcloud database, your Nextcloud database user account. So this will be the username that you want to create here. We're keeping it simple for the purpose of this video. We're just using Nextcloud as the user in single quotes, and then the @ symbol, and then in an additional single quotes, you're going to put in local host, because this is the local host of the machine we're installing the database on, is local host. Next part of this, you're going to type in identified by. That's identified space by, and then in single quotes, you're going to type in the password for the Nextcloud database account. Okay? Make sure that you create whatever you create, you jot that down, make a note. Don't lose any of this information, because we will use this at a later time. Okay? Once you've got that in place, hit enter. You see we've got query okay. That let us know that our created user account has taken, and it's there. So the next part of our database creation is to actually create the database for Nextcloud. Okay? Very simple. And that is just create space database space and the name of the actual database that you're going to create, which we've already done that. I'm skipping ahead. I think I've already done it. Yes, I did. So ixnay on that. So we did the database already here. You see create database Nextcloud. We've got our database created. Next part of our database setup is you want to grant all privileges on Nextcloud to that Nextcloud user. Okay? And what you'll do to type that in, I copied and pasted from my script file here, but what you'll type in is grant space all space privileges space on, and this will be the name of the database that you're granting privileges, which our database is called Nextcloud. And you'll type dot and then the asterisk space and then the word to and then space, and then the whole Nextcloud user account you created, which is that account that was in quotes, which is next in quote in single quote Nextcloud at single quote local host. Okay, pause that video if you want to take time. Make sure you write that down, jot that down correctly. Okay, once you got that in place, go ahead and hit enter. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. I think I did. Okay, hold on, folks, bear with me. I got out my deal here. Okay, so grant all privileges. I left off my semicolon. That's important at the end. Make sure you put your semicolon in there at the end of that database entry that you're putting in. So remember, this little short tidbit information, make sure you are putting the semicolon at the end of your database entry command. Okay, as you can see here, we got query okay. It took our entry there for privilege, granting privileges. Okay, and our last command you want to do here is you basically want to flush privileges. Don't forget the semicolon at the end of that, and we'll hit enter. So there we go. So in essence, we did 4 database setup entry commands to get our database set up properly. Okay. Once you do that, hold on, where am I at here? Where am I at here? All right, so once you do that, type in quit. It's going to take you back to your terminal prompt. All right. Okay, pushing forward. Next thing in our setup process is to actually get the Nextcloud software downloaded and installed, configured and running. So what you want to do first is we are going to change to our web directory. So you're going to say cd space /var/www. Hit enter. See, there's our HTML directory there. So we're there. Now we want to download our Nextcloud, a version of our Nextcloud here. Okay. So what you want to type in is wget space https:// and now stick with me here. You're going to type in download.nextcloud/server/latest-19.zip. And I'll hold that there so you guys can pause that video so you can jot that down real quick. Okay, 3, 2, 1. As soon as you got that downloaded, let's wget. We're going to hit enter. It's going to make connection and download that for us here. Okay. Don't forget, y'all, please thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. I appreciate you guys tuning in today. I appreciate the content that I am trying to bring to you guys. I hope it's beneficial. Okay. Don't forget, thumbs up, hit that like, share, subscribe button for me, please. So as this is moving forward, for those that are kind of coming in, we're setting up Nextcloud on Debian Buster version 10. With Nextcloud 19, which is the latest stable version, okay, of Nextcloud. And this is Nextcloud is an all-in-one kind of cloud solution. You're able to do group collaboration, emailing, send receive emails. There's a chat application, voice, video call application. All right, so we've got that downloaded. Okay, next thing we want to do, we want to unzip that. Okay, so you're going to type in unzip and the latest. Oh, okay, so I forgot. So let's go and do this. For some reason, I didn't get my unzip installed. So let's install unzip. Apt get install unzip. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's unzip it. And there we go. So you should see some extraction process going on. All right, so we're completely unzipped. Next thing we're going to, so you can see there's our Nextcloud directory. Next thing we want to do is we are going to move our Nextcloud into our HTML directory, okay? So let's say MV for move. We're going to say Nextcloud, and we're going to move that to var www HTML and hit enter. Okay, so you can see that's no longer there. Okay, now we're going to set some permissions for our Apache, our web folder for Nextcloud. Okay, we're going to change ownership recursively to this directory. You're going to change ownership for this. You're going to give these permissions, these owners, the www data, and give them permissions to Nextcloud. Okay. Once you got that typed in, I'll pause the video so you can take time, jot that command down, take some time so you can properly enter that into your terminal. Once you've got that properly entered in, go ahead and hit enter. Okay, simply does that. Okay, next thing we're going to do is change some permissions of the folder itself for the Nextcloud directory. Okay, this command is chmod space minus capital R. You're going to do 755 and then the path to the Nextcloud directory, which is var www /HTML /Nextcloud. Okay. As before, take a little time to jot this command down. If you want to write it into a notepad or type it into a notepad, pause the video before we move on. Okay. All right. Once you got that typed in properly, you hit enter, and there we go. Okay. Next portion, we want to create our Nextcloud configuration file. Okay, you do this with the touch command, and you're going to create this file in the etc directory apache 2 / sites enabled / nextcloud.conf. You want to make sure you title it nextcloud.conf. Okay. Once you do that, let's hit enter, and we should have our file there. Just to verify, you can type ls, the path, and then go back up and remove the nextcloud.conf. You want to just see what's in there, and there you go. As you can see there, here's our nextcloud.conf. Okay, there's nothing in there. All right, so this next part, what you want to do is, let's go ahead and we're going to navigate. We're going to open up that configuration file, okay? So you want to change directory to etc apache 2 and sites available, and you want to use a text editor and open up that Nextcloud config file, okay? There you go. So we got a blank config file, and what we're going to do here is I'm going to put in our entries here. As soon as I find them here. So what we're doing is we're letting Apache know about our Nextcloud instance, okay? Pause this. I want you guys to pause this screen, okay? Pause that video, and you're going to take a look at this. You want to copy exactly as I have it here. Make sure you got the, you're going to put this information in exactly as you see it here. Okay. And once you got that inputted, you're going to Control O to write or save that save the data to this text file, configuration file. Now I'm using Nano, so Nano's just a little bit simpler for me to use. I know there's a lot of text editors out there. I know the big daddy's Vim. I'm not too familiar with VIM, but whatever text editor that you're using, go ahead and save. Once you've got this information inputted in there exactly as you see here, go ahead and save that information and exit out of that file, okay? All right, next thing we want to do is we're going to enable some Apache mods. So the first thing we're going to enable is A2 Insight Nextcloud. Okay. So it says, as you see, we'll reload to activate these configuration parameters. We'll need to reload Apache, which we'll do here in a second. Okay, we got another parameter we want to enable for Apache. Okay. What you see is A2 in mod, rewrite headers, environments, and directory and line. So once you got that typed in, take some time, pause the video, and jot this down, add it to your notes. Once you've got that in place, hit enter. All right, so it's telling us some of these are enabled, are already enabled, but what we need to do here, you see, to activate this, we need to systemctl restart Apache. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna just highlight that what it has there. That's probably the best thing you need to highlight and copy and paste. All right, so Apache's been restarted. Okay, next thing is we need to edit. There's some PHP entries we need to edit. Okay. All right, I'm going to do these one at a time. Feel free to copy these as you see and paste in. Pause the video if you're following along and you want to type this in as we're working through and setting up this Nextcloud. So you might pause the video, take a look at the command so you can properly get it written down, typed out, typed in, okay? And don't forget, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can find all these commands that we're typing in, okay? All right, so moving forward, we're going to paste that in there. As you can see here, this is, I'll read this out to you as best I can. It's kind of long here, but it's sed space -I space colon / this looks like the little up arrow, memory limit space equals /s / equals dot asterisk / equals space 512 capital M / single quote space, and this is the path to the PHP ini config file, which is located in ECT / PHP / 7.3, which is the version of PHP / Apache / php.ini. Okay, once you got that in there, hit enter. Okay, we've made that quick adjustment. So I've got 3 more we're going to put in here. Feel free, like I said, to stop this video, pause it, take a look at the command that I am pasting in here, and type it thoroughly and as exact as you can. Okay, once you have that in there, this is to adjust the upload max file size. All right, we'll move on to our next PHP edit. And this is for the post max file size. Okay, get that in there. Take a look at that. Pause the screen, the video if you need to. Take your time. Make sure you get this information exactly. Okay. And we're going to hit enter. Okay, then we got our last one here. Okay, take your time. Pause the video. Take a look at this command. Make sure you're getting it typed in exactly as you see here. Okay. All right. So moving forward, we got that 4th one in there. This is our max execution time edit for PHP. Hit enter. All right. We got all of what we need. And last but not least, we're going to restart our Apache web server. Okay, you do that by systemctl space restart space Apache 2. Once you do that, hit enter. As long as we don't have any problems, you should just pop right back to the prompt. All right, that was the last part of our configuration as far as on the back end. From here, you're going to go ahead and open up a web browser. And I probably should, you want to make sure you get the IP address that your Nextcloud host is using. So in my case, type in IP address, ADD. And so here's the IP address for our Nextcloud server. 192.168.0.190. Okay. All right, so now I am going to transition over to a web browser. Oh, what happened here? Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I think I done got y'all jacked up here. Oh no, what happened? Okay, so while we're going on here, okay, all right, so bear with me here, having some technical difficulties. All right, sorry about that. I had a little technical difficulty. All right, so once we have our we've got our Nextcloud deployment installed. We're at the last wrap up piece here. So what you basically want to do is you want to open up your web browser and you want to go to the IP address of that Nextcloud server, and you're going to go to the actual host. So host being / and then the name, that folder that we created, which was Nextcloud. And then you're going to hit enter. Bam. So this is the Nextcloud initial setup. So you can see here, obviously our Apache web server is up and running. Everything looks like it's jiving just right along. So here we're going to actually create a Nextcloud and admin account. Okay. And you can make this whatever you want. Nextcloud, I'm going to call mine Nextcloud admin. You're going to give it a password. Okay. Leave the data folder as is. So here, remember that those database username and passwords that we created earlier in the video. Okay. Now we're going to go back and we're going to refer to those. Okay. So that Nextcloud database user we created, what was it? Okay. We for the purpose of mine, we called ours Nextcloud the user. Okay. And our database password. So you're going to go back. Remember. I hope you jotted down that password that you created, because you're gonna need it now. Okay, so whatever password that you created when you set up the account for the Nextcloud database. Okay, so go ahead and type that password in. Type in the name of the created database that we created earlier. Okay, remember? We created a database just called Nextcloud. We're going to leave it. It's at localhost. So everything's in there that we want set up, and then hit setup. Okay. Don't forget, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Throw me some thumbs up in there somewhere. All those folks out there checking out the video. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope this has been beneficial and informative. But I think you'll enjoy this platform. This is an amazing cloud-based solution for those that maybe have a small office, small business, or you just want to keep track of your own data. You want to house this information yourself. Okay, so look, it's looking good. As you can see here, it's moving on. It's basically installing the recommended applications. All right. And let me adjust this so you can see a little bit. My screen is kind of, get something going here. Okay. Okay, there we go. I just wanted to make sure so you guys can see primarily most of all the screen here, so you can see what's going on. As you can see here, like I said, it's installing all the recommended applications. Can I make this a little bigger so I want to keep it? There we go. That'll work. So let me move it over this way. And Okay, awesome, awesome. Look at that. So we are at our Nextcloud hub. It's complete. If you just cycle through, go through this, just kind of gives you some information here about this. Click start using your Nextcloud hub. And folks, there you have it. I mean, we've got we have our Nextcloud hub is up and working. So as you can see here, we've got documents. We've got our files. You got photos, activity. Here's our not Google Talk, but there's our Talk application. Here's our mail. We've got contacts and calendars. Okay. Now, and if you like additional applications, if there's some other application that you want to install, go ahead and take a look at the app section over here. Go ahead, click on the little cogwheel, go scroll down here to apps, okay? And here, this is where you can actually go in here and take a look at all of the applications, okay? You can see what's installed, feature applications, and things like that. All right, so, and what I do like about this, as you can see here, I'm gonna go back to files. This is basically a all-intuitive groupware suite. So I can go in here and I can actually start creating, editing, working on documents. You see we got presentation, spreadsheets, you got new documents. Folks, there's also, they've got, if you want to create Visio diagrams, mind maps as well. There's applications in here for that as well. That's pretty much it. This is what took us all of almost maybe 40 minutes. That's because we went step through line by line. Okay, I'll leave a link in the description below that will have information on the commands we typed in. I may put a link to a script that I put together that will actually walk through. Have this thing installed probably maybe 20 minutes. I'll say 20 minutes or so, give or take, depending on how you how fast the machine that you have. Okay, that's been it, guys. That's a little gem I wanted to drop for you guys. I kind of went through. I had to test the script out that I created myself. I ran through this install process several times to make sure I had it down pat for you guys, so you can follow along and easily get your own Nextcloud deployment up and running. I mean, if you're a novice at it, I'd say less than an hour. If you're pretty swift and scaled, know what you're doing with some experience, you could probably have this up in about 20 minutes, give or take. All right, I'm JC, the hostess with the mostest. I'm glad. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm back. We're back doing our thing. So stay tuned. Hit that notification button. So you can get notifications when I drop more gems, when I drop more stuff, more content for you guys to absorb, take in, and take this information and build upon it. Okay. All right. So if you stuck with me to the end of this video, I bet you're probably saying like, "Damn, JC, damn, that was kind of a long install for me. I'm not sure if I can feel comfortable walking through installing that from the terminal." Well, I got an answer for you here. All right. So what I did is I put all those commands that we typed in. I took those and I put them into a simple install script that's almost touchless, but will save you a tremendous amount of time. Let me make sure my script is executable. There we go. And now let's go ahead and run my script here. All right. And we're going to let that run, and we're going to let that run. Come on. Well, Let that run. I'm having some camera difficulties here, peoples. So we'll let that script run there, but while it's running, let's see if I can get my camera back on right here. All right. Okay, so then I'm gonna make some adjustments here. Alright, so we'll let that do its thing. If y'all want to go take a little quick break, we're at about, I don't know, 3 to 4 minutes in. I practically made this script to run almost as touchless as I can, with the exception of the database part, as you can see here. So we're going to create the data like we did before. It's for the root user. Oh, gotta get on my screen here. All right, so now we're in our database. I am going to copy much of my database entries that I have. So all of those database entries that we need to set up, I'm gonna put them there, and each of them are separated by semicolons. So once you got that in there, you can simply hit enter. All right, see, and there we go. You got I got 4 database entries there. And what we want to do from here is we just want to quit, and it picks up right where our script left off. This is looking really good. And it's okay. There we go. It's downloading our Nextcloud instance install. My picture is kind of a little hazy on here. Y'all have to forgive me. My lighting's not too good in here, so I got a little back kind of thing going on here. My shadow's in the way. Don't forget, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Thumbs up for your boy. Thumbs up for me. So as this is downloading, it's almost done here. Okay. Excuse me. Swallowed my coffee wrong. All right, there you go, picking back up. It looks like it's extracting our Nextcloud instance. Bam, bam, and we're done. Okay, all the configuration part is all set up. Let's go ahead and open up our web browser. Okay, and we are going to take a look and see if our Nextcloud was installed. Okay, let's close that. Let's go here. Let's open up a window here. 192.168.0.190/Nextcloud. All right, here we go. And voila, folks, bam. That script ran in probably less than 15 minutes. We've got it. It looks really good. I don't know why my... Okay. All right, so we've got our install. You're basically going to step back through here again, set up your information, which was you want to create a Nextcloud account. All right, our database user, next. Okay, sorry about that. So we're gonna get over here, and we have our put that in. We've got Nextcloud. Who is that? Our Nextcloud what? That was just Nextcloud database password. So let's go here. We're gonna get our password that we used in the script. Okay. And the name is still Nextcloud and looks good. And let's finish the setup. Blah 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 blah. Access is denied. Nextcloud admin. Nextcloud. Oh. It helps if you type your stuff in. Nextcloud. Okay. Sorry about I typed my cloud username in wrong. I don't know why you are doing this, man. Alright, that's a little better. Alright, so as you can see here, move right along. That script saved like I'd say about half an hour worth of typing lines and typing things in, and which it looks good here. As we get going here, what do we got? Where are we at here? So where is it at? It's at, okay, it's on the Odoo piece here, you can see. Yeah, okay. So that's, I mean, as simple as that looked, that's pretty much it. Y'all don't forget, hit that like, share, subscribe button. hit up them post notifications so y'all know when I be dropping these videos, man. These gems here I got for you. This is Nextcloud setup. If you have some questions, leave your comments, questions in the section below down there where you leave the comments at. Just leave them. If you got any suggestions, take a look at the script. You got some improvements that you can make to it, feel free, hit me up, let me know. We can collaborate together. But other than that, I'm JC. This is Bwit TV. I'ma holler at you. Peace on the 33rd, baby.